What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. And Bobby decided to join me today for the Daily Show. I'm glad to have him here.
I know what's up.
We in the building. We're going to be talking about the national media finally starting to realize that Justin Fields is a damn good quarterback. I like seeing some of the people change their tune when it comes to him. We'll also talk about, are the Bears holding back Dominique Robinson from shining a little bit more, and then we'll go over some of the key things that Luke Getsy has changed about this offense recently that has seen it be firing on all cylinders. We're going to get into all that and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, Bobby, listen. I know it shouldn't matter, right? Let me be clear. It should not matter at all what the national media has to say, because we know the national media is a bunch of idiots generally. But
yeah,
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. It's good seeing my quarterback talked about positively just about everywhere, bro. I got a couple of quotes here. We got Dan Garzanio from ESPN that just talks about how sharp and Justin Fields being mobile and everything like that. We got Peter King talking about that he was the best player on playing football Sunday. We got a lot of responses from people just really realizing what we have in Justin Fields. How does it make you feel, brother?
We've been saying it for the whole entire season. Just wait on it. We've been calling since preseason. Just wait on it. We had goofies like Bart Scott say we don't even have a team. Bro, he said some crazy stuff. Basically, just said we're not even an NFL team. We had Louis Reddick go out there, and we had a lot of smoke on that. Ryan Post said he didn't know what he was doing. We had a lot of people saying that. The Eberflus was a horrible hire because he was defensive-minded coach. He didn't know what he was doing. And then they threw a lot of shade on Justin Fields. But, hey, it feels good because now all these guys backtracking, and now the Chicago Bears are moving in the right direction. Now with all the money in the draft picks, we look like we're going to be contenders next year. It's okay, y'all. Right. We told y'all so right here on Chicago Bears Central. We've been saying it for weeks. Just wait on it. It's all good, baby.
Absolutely. Dan Pompey from The Athletic says that Justin Fields makes something out of nothing as well as anyone in football. In that regard, he's in the class with Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. I love seeing it, man. Love seeing it, bro. But at the end of the day, outside of the national media reaction, which, like I said at the beginning, it really doesn't mean anything. Football's played on the field, not in a media room from anybody, ESPN or otherwise. But it's good to see that it's matching what we're seeing on the field, right? Him being talked about more positively is coinciding with his better play and him looking like an amazing quarterback out there. That's what makes this all feel good, is that it's good to hear the lip service, but it's better when it comes and you've seen this kid and Justin Fields grow from where he was week one to where he is now. It's almost like not even the same quarterback, bro. He's just making way better decisions out there, moving better without the ball. Everything is just better in general.
Absolutely, because you heard people even start saying, is he Max Kellerman asked this morning, is he the best runner of the football at the quarterback position? And that, it's just good to be in those conversations. You know what I'm saying? I know it's early, but hey, Jay Cutler is statistically the best quarterback for the Chicago Bears. It's early. We want to see how his career pan out, but now Justin Fields has an opportunity, down the road, years down the road, to see if he can supplant himself in that conversation as being the best Bears quarterback. Because before we kept saying Sid Luckman, Jim McMahon. Come on, y'all. So now we get to see, let's see what's up.
Definitely. Moving into the next topic, bro. Me and you both, all three of us have been high on Dominique Robinson and his impact coming off the bench. And a lot of us thought that with Robert Quinn going away, it was definitely going to up and allow more snaps for Robinson and Travis Gibson in that area. But we got some concerning stats here, though, bro. Al-Quadin Muhammad, who actually played 65 and 52% of the snaps, is all the way up to 83% with Robert Quinn gone. And Robinson, who was around 30% to 40%, is now only hovering between 36 and 40%, meaning his role outside of just starting has not changed at all. How concerning is that for you, brother?
I'm going to say it's a bit concerning, but I feel like that Eberflus got the Billy Donovan effect right now. Billy was in love with Kobe White. I feel like Eberflus, since he in love with Muhammad right now, but it's okay because, as things move forward, eventually we gonna all be able to see that the young kid deserves to play. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said last week, like I've been saying, give the young kid a chance, because if you find something out of this guy, this just shortens up the list of things you have to do in the offseason. We know what Muhammad is. He's been a vet in this league for years now. You know what he is, but you don't know what Dominique Robinson is. You don't know what he could potentially be. So play the young fella. Come on, man. Stop tailing around this 30, 40%. Let's get this guy's upwards of 50, 60. Let's see what he could do. Let's see what he could do.
For sure. And when you look at let's add some more statistics to this. He has a pass rush productivity rate of 9.1 and a win rate of 13.6%. Al-Qadim Muhammad, productivity rate of 1.8, and he wins 5.3%. Like, what? Come on, man. Play the kid, bro. Play the kid. Like, what more do you? I understand having the concept of having a vet out there. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you have to go with who's producing, right? We heard before, everybody was going to be reevaluated. I don't understand how you can do that reevaluation with these numbers and say, hey, Dominique Robinson, yeah, we traded away Robert Quinn, but listen, we only going to give you 5% more snaps. Right. That makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense.
No sense whatsoever. What? No That's sense crazy, whatsoever. Man. Because you got to see, like, even if we get rid of the analytics, bro, you cannot tell me when watching the game and breaking down what the hell the defensive line is doing. You can't tell me this young fella, his athleticism and his drive to try to apply pressure, you know, it pops off the screen for me. So how is it not popping off the screen for guys whose job is it to watch film? It ain't my job. I do it for fun. I use my time for fun. They get paid for this. Y'all gotta be able to see this. Like, I don't know if they just trying to be like, yeah, we gonna go with the vets to apply some veteran presence on the line. I understand that, but right now, look, 3-6, baby. We know we got the quarterback for the next few years. Let's find out if we got another defensive end for the next few years. Come on now.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, I do hope that whether this is something that just sticks this season, like next season, Dominique Robinson comes in, but like, especially when the defense is hurting right now, like the defense has been the Achilles heel for the last 2 games in a row. And because of that, like, you have to look at doing some things differently. And I don't understand when a player like Dominique Robinson, who has shined in the limited snaps he has, why not give the man more snaps? Because at the least, right, is that he's going to be able to keep that productivity while playing more snaps, which is still going to net you better. At the absolute best case scenario is you're going to develop him to your point, and then you're going to find out, listen, we don't even need to go out and get another defensive end. We got to study.
For real.
I just don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it for the life of me. It's one of the biggest question marks on the defensive end, bro. Like, why is Dominique? Why is Al-Qadim Muhammad even still starting?
For real. I don't understand it.
I don't get it, bro.
Is it Allen Williams? I don't know. Is it Eberflus? Come on. I think Eberflus is giving his guys the runway to learn.
I think it's Eberflus because it's his guy, right?
Yeah. Allen Williams was over there too, so it's his guy too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. It's their guy then, bro. But they gotta let that guy go, bro. He's. I mean, it's not to say that Al-Qadim Muhammad's been horrible, but he hasn't been. He hasn't put up the numbers of a Dominique Robinson, and he's barely above Travis Gibson. Like, these young guys, in my opinion, 24 and 25 years old, need to be starting, man.
Mm-hmm. Let them start. Let them run dry. You know, let them see. Work with what you got. This is a 5th round selection. If your 5th round selection can turn out to be somebody that's serviceable and that you can start at least for next year, again, that lowers the list of things you have to address in the offseason. So
we'll see. We've already said that Poles is leaning more genius than jackass, so maybe he's seeing something we not seeing. Bro. I don't know.
For real. Come on, gang.
Maybe he's seeing something we not seeing. But moving on from that to the last topic for today, man. So the Bears offense has been on the uptick for the last about 4 weeks in a row. It's been considerable. You can notice, you can feel the difference in their play, the difference in comfortability out there. So I wanted to talk about some of the major shifts that Luke Getsy has made in that offense so far. But before we get into that specifically, bro, I love Bears Nation, but Lord knows we some bipolar ass fans. We went
For
from
real.
not even saying us, I mean like the fan base went from saying, hey, Luke Getsy may need to get up out of here, to now Bears fans are so worried that Luke Getsy may get swooped up and be a head coach somewhere else, bro. It's crazy. And this is all in one season, bro. It's wild, man. But so I wanted to talk about 4 things that I came up with that he's done very well so far. The first one, the design runs for Justin Fields. From weeks 1 to 6, the Bears only did 11 run calls for Justin Fields. In just week 7 to 9, it's gone up to 15 so far. They've taken plays that were designed for Lamar Jackson, others, and incorporated it into this offense. How do you think this shift has helped the Chicago Bears offense?
It helps the Chicago Bears offense because now you put more pressure on the defense. Now you know that the Chicago Bears want to run the ball, but when they run RPOs as they've been doing, if you tread too far into, if you get taken by the offensive line too far, my man's gonna pull it out and he gone first down. And then if you stay put, boom, here go Herbert, here go Monty, and they gonna go in and they gonna bruise and they gonna soften up their defense. And then you running the same thing, and now they gonna play action with it. So now you gotta cover Darnell Mooney. We got Cole Kmet starting to get some traction, and now you add a Chase Claypool who could take the top off. It's getting better. They putting pressure on him, and one big kudos to Justin Fields for sliding and protecting his body. Thank you.
Thank God on that one. I think the design run plays have just added a completely different dynamic, and you've seen them then like design run plays for people like Cole Kmet on top of that. Like it's adding a lot of layers to this team that's already a dangerous rushing team. Now the next one is that moving the pocket more often. So in the first 6 weeks of the season, Fields passed from the pocket 64% of the snaps. Now it's down to 50% over the last 3 games, bro. Has that been noticeable for you?
Definitely been noticeable, but it's been effective. But the flip side to it is that the defense needs to get stops early. The Bears offense with this run game is wearing defenses down. If the Chicago Bears defense can start to, string together some stops early on in the game, like they did in the first few weeks of the season, the last 2 weeks, one of those games could have been an upset. One of the games could have been an upset. But it's good that they not trying to do the Matt Nagy, Mitch Trubisky experiment, trying to turn somebody that was mobile into a pocket passer. You know what I'm saying? Let Justin Fields get comfortable. Let him get going. Let him make some plays. Let him build that confidence up. And then, boom, you go ahead and tell him to stay in the pocket. And then he make passes like he did to Darnell Mooney for the touchdown. So it's good.
Yeah. I think allowing him to be more mobile is just it's everything to the game overall, right? Like being more mobile in the pocket, out of the pocket, like running. So it's brought a level of calmness. You can see that Justin Fields, he's thinking. I don't want to make it seem like he's not thinking, but he's not thinking too much. It allows him to trust his instincts a little bit more. And Justin Fields trusting his instincts is a dangerous guy. So next one after that, more play action. So over the last 3 weeks, 52% of the snaps have come in play action. What do you think about that?
Man, keep them guessing because because you know what I'm saying? Keep the defense guessing because now if the linebackers and everybody in the defensive ends, you know what I'm saying, if they got to think for a little bit, you buy him more time with an offensive line that's not the best. So you buy him that extra second. And then, so I love it, man. I love it, especially when they do the formation where you got both Monty and Herbert in the backfield with him, and you don't know who getting the ball. Oh yeah, it's gonna be deadly moving forward.
And I think the play action works for a little bit too. It buys Justin Fields a little bit more time, like you said, with the dangerous way that our rushing game is. Defenses don't know where we're going to go. Like it's literally almost the best formation for us to be in with the current talent that we have in there. Can't wait to see with Claypool used a little bit more in it as well. And as we integrate him more into the offense, how this continues to evolve. I think going into play action a little bit more is just. It's been great. And I know early in the season, what was it? It was the shotgun. He was putting Justin Fields in the shotgun at times. We were like, man, why are you doing the shotgun here, bro?
For real. Come on.
But the switch to play action has just been great, bro. And I think it's added a new dynamic to this. Now, the next one I'm just going to call tricky shit because it's between screens, wide receiver runs, everything. So more screens. The Bears have gone up from 16.4 to 21%, according to Pro Football Focus, on the number of screens that they're running. But on top of that, five hands off to wide receivers for 51 yards in the first 6 games. Over the past 3 games, we have 6 rushers for 75 yards, handing it to the wide receivers. What do you think about that, bro?
I think it makes the offense, more dynamic. And again, you're making these guys think on the opposing defensive side. That buys time for your quarterback. They keep these guys on their heels on the flip side, and it wears those defensive linemen down. Especially like what I would like to see if these guys start implementing that in up tempo situations. Oh my God, it's gonna be like, because if you think about a few weeks ago, the Dallas Cowboys, they did a lot of the same thing. Motion. They did a lot of motion. They did handoffs to the running back, handoffs to the wideouts. And the Chicago Bears defense they were guessing like a mud to where they couldn't get any stops, and they started to wear them down until the Bears defense eventually started making some stops before we blew it all up. But the point is that you can go ahead and keep these guys guessing. For real. Just keep them guessing.
That's what the theme of this offense is, right? Is keep them guessing. When you look at, like, we still haven't fully integrated, gotten like N'Keal Harry in the running game and his run blocking, and then the same for Chase Claypool as well. Like how this team integrates all these different weapons that we have, and still with adding new weapons, hopefully in the offseason. Like Luke Getsy has a hell of an offense on his hand, and we didn't start saying that. We weren't saying that the first 2-3 weeks of the season. Bro. We were not saying that at all.
For real, we like, why you running on 3rd and 15, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8? What are we doing?
Everything, bro. Like I'm just glad we're in a better place now with the offense with Justin Fields, man. But that's all I got today. You got anything, Bobby?
Man, only thing I gotta say is it's busting. We in Chicago tomorrow, y'all. We in Chicago tomorrow. Yeah, I'm flying out in the morning tomorrow. We out.
You going to the game tomorrow while you there?
The Bulls game, I'm talking. I asked my son, I said, hey, ain't no promises. We finna talk to your mama soon as she walk through the door.
That's what's up.
We finna talk to her. We gotta see the Bulls versus the Pelicans.
Absolutely. Go ahead and hit her with the social media, brother.
All right, y'all. If y'all want more from me and C-Dub, hit us up on Shy Bulls Podcast. And you want to hit my mans up, Haize, hit him up on all social media platforms at CEO Haize. And y'all definitely keep tuning in to NBA Central, Chicago Sports Central, because we finna definitely continue to take those things to new heights. And shout out to y'all, man. Chicago Bears Central, Bulls Central, Shy Bulls Podcast. We building a community here, and I respect y'all for recognizing the real. We keep it real on these networks. So let's go.
For damn sure. Probably the realest network out here. With that being said, make sure you follow the show at Shy Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. If you want to leave a text and or voicemail for our Friday mailbag episodes, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We out this bitch. Peace, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.